Okay. Um, yeah, it's working. So, welcome back. I'm recording myself again, and this is the first time I know what I want to do in the game, but I don't really know what I want to talk about. I I had like triple checked that my I'm gonna take this ceiling out, I think. That my family isn't home. I'm so afraid of them hearing me because I just feel like a oops. I feel like such a jackass just sitting in my room talking to myself. But a lot of people do voice journals, so it's not that weird. I don't know. Okay, not that. Um, and whatever. I could hear the I could hear the laundry machine going, and I was afraid that someone was here. I don't know why I'm so. Like I said, it's not that weird to record yourself. I don't know what it is, but I just am. I don't want to. I don't know. But yeah, my friends always, not always, but they make fun of me because I'm an adult, but like I'm a pseudo adult kind of. I live with my parents, so I care what they're thinking of me at any given point because I don't know. I'm lucky that I live with them, I think. But I I don't know. It's weird. It's weird being adult, but oops. It's weird being an adult but living with your parents because it's like you want to be independent obviously, but how independent can you really be at that point? I don't know. Um this is a suitable home, I think. Yeah, I don't know. How independent can you really be when you're financially dependent on your parents? I'm not like insanely financially dependent on them. Uh, I have like money saved up from working before, but it's not enough to. I mean, maybe it could be enough to go get an apartment or something, but I would be in poverty and living with my parents for free. I'm comfortable, and that I don't know. In the end, I am dependent on them. Uh oh. And that's I don't know. It kind of is what it is. I feel like the breathing sound effects are so loud. Um, the laundry machine is going because I'm not doing my own laundry, but my mom and I had to clean shit out of a dog crate this morning because my parents recently got a puppy. Oh, someone told me, yeah, someone told me in a comment on my last recording that I did pick up a buried treasure map. I just thought it was empty for some reason. So that's good. I'm gonna go look for that today. I'll just wear the curse of vanishing thing. Um, I don't know. Pseudo adulthood. I don't remember if I said this in a different recording, but I'm 21 years old and I just graduated from college um in December. So, yeah, it's a situation. Why is there a stair here? What? It's a situation of like today is a day of technical difficulties. Let me see. Okay. What? That can be in here now? The sand. Let me see. I don't have copper yet. I think you need string, a feather, and copper. Well, maybe I can get some. Um, I don't remember what I'm saying. Right. Is that suspicious stand or is the lighting weird? No, it totally is. Yeah. I feel like being 21 is just such a weird age, and I'm obviously that is not like a unique thing to say. I think everyone who's ever been a young adult would say that. Because I don't know, it is that like gray area of independence where you want to go out on your own, but you just don't have the, oh no, you don't have the financial means to be independent yet. So it's just awkward. It's like with the dog. I really like my parents' dog. His name is Ted. He's awesome, but for the months leading up to my graduation, I really wanted to get a cat. And I'm not like a cat person over a dog person or anything. I love dogs and I also love cats. Either way, I'm happy, but I don't know. I got my parents on board because I knew I was gonna be living with them after I graduated, and they were like, "Yeah, that's fine. You worked hard in college," and I don't know. I'm someone who like I take college seriously, or I did. At least I tried to. I wanted to be like, I didn't want to blow it off, and I didn't want to waste, like, college is so expensive. Well, that's kind of convenient, except for that. No. Okay, whatever. Oh. Awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this right now. I, yeah. What was I saying? I did my best in college, for real. Um, I just, like, I don't know. I think I burnt out, like, copper. I burnt out, like, 8 years ago and never really recovered. I was, like, one of those kids who was in, oh, you're at, like, a 12th grade reading level, even though you're in 5th grade. Um, and you're gonna go in this math class, that's really hard so that you feel stupid. Um, no, that was a me thing. I don't know why they put me in a more difficult math class. I have such vivid memories of this in 4th grade. Sitting in a math class and being so confused out of my mind Like, I felt somewhat intelligent in the normal math class. Why did you put me here? Now I feel so stupid. I did not know what I was doing. I feel like I've always been on the like cusp of averageness where sometimes I get put in like more challenging activities and then I don't know what to do with myself because I'm not I don't think I'm smart like that. Not even in a again, not in a self-degrading way. I'm just like genuinely I'm just genuinely not insanely academically gifted or anything. But I was like a kid who wanted to please. So I did kind of well in school as like a little kid. I was so stupid as a kid. Um I remember I one of my earliest memories is I need a stick. Okay. Coloring a piece of paper with a white crayon, and somebody asked me what I was doing, and I was like, I'm making the paper whiter so that I can draw on it. It was already a white piece of paper. This is such a meaningless thing I'm talking about. An emerald. Awesome. Okay, I know what I'm doing now because I guess I'll bring this actually. Somebody, yeah, I already said this. Somebody told me that this was actually a map. I don't know why. I didn't realize. I feel like I thought the little icon looked different if it had been a used map or not. Let's see though. That's granite. Where is it? Did I use the wrong one? What? I wrote over it? I'm so confused. I've done this before, I swear to God. I'm stupid. Did I write over the map? That's it. I'm gonna find another chest and get a new map. Usually there's like multiple, I think. I can't believe that. Where was the treasure? Where was the ship? That's so stupid. This is the most nothing burger entry. I forget. Oh, I wanted to talk about the pseudo adulthood. I don't know. I'm like 21, I feel like is such a weird age because I simultaneously feel like semi embarrassed to be living with my parents while also knowing that most people my age live with their parents because how can you not? It's just like and my parents are really nice. They're understanding of the fact that this is not a time in the world that it's easy to live to get somewhere to live and to support yourself. Um wow, awesome treasure. Um So I'm very lucky, and I know that. I don't want to discount that at all because I know people who living with their parents is such a hell as opposed to living with my parents is like I don't know. They're nice people. I used to have more trouble getting along with them, but I think obviously I've mellowed out because I'm older now, and I think they have too. Um, but still, I still just care a lot about what they're how they're perceiving me more than I do for most people. And I'm kind of I don't know. I always feel like they can surveil me sort of because that used to be the case. I don't but they don't do that anymore. And I think I can trust them enough to say that with some surety that they're not like looking at my internet history anymore. Um like I feel secure making these like audio diaries without them listening. Um Even putting them online, I feel pretty good that they're not like looking at that. But I don't know. That wasn't always the case, so I'm still kind of paranoid that they're like listening or something. But it's so weird being an adult and being that way. My recently I went to a school event that was it was like a party. It was a dance um that the school was hosting. And yeah, for context, I I'm technically in the class of 2026, but I graduated slightly early. Um which makes me sound I feel like that makes me sound that sounds more impressive than it was. But anyway, I went back to school to see my friends. That makes it even weirder being it just 21, being 21 but also being like I'm an adult and I'm a kid at the same time, I think. I don't feel that mature and I should have brought a bed again. Oh well. And I'm like I don't know. Most people my age are still in college, so I know I'm not like behind, but I'm still think about the fact that I'm so reliant on my parents and I feel like such a loser. Um but yeah, after I went to this dance with my roommates, they were making fun of me so much because I was like I want to get home uh early enough that I don't wake my mom up, which is so funny. Yesterday I was watching I was watching Germa and I was watching him and a couple of other streamers. I forgot the monsters are here. They were playing they were playing that game where you're like a little wizard and you're breaking stuff. And you have it's like a voice activated game and you so you have to yell into the microphone and um Stir was like he wasn't willing to scream into the microphone to get a certain spell to work, and they were making fun of him like, what, are you afraid you're gonna wake your mom up? And I was like, that's something my roommates always say to me. We were playing Jackbox, and there's a new Jackbox game that basically you have to do voices. But anyway, I was being quiet and they were like, "You're not playing the game right." And I was like, "I can't wake my mom up." And even now, I wait to record until my parents are gone. Um, cuz like I said, I don't know. I don't want to explain to them that I'm making audio diaries and posting them on YouTube cuz that just feels embarrassing. I don't know. But like it doesn't matter. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's just like life. You have to do that, but it feels so juvenile to be, to care that much about what your parents are thinking. Um, but it's just the reality. I don't, I don't know. I'm not gonna apologize for being afraid to wake my mom up because I don't want to be an asshole. They are letting me live with them, as an adult for free. Like, being a teen and living with my parents, there were certain expectations of what I had to do, and it was, oh, not one of these guys. It was more frustrating then because it was like you're so powerless as a teenager, and that was worse. Don't get me wrong, things are better now, um, but even now, my I'm kind of oh, I was talking about the cat. Um, I wanted to get the cat, and I was really excited. I had like stuff picked out that I was gonna buy once I had the cat. I had saved up a lot of money. Um, I like arranged my room so that I could fit like cat furniture in my room. Um, I knew what like shelter I wanted to go to. And my parents got the dog like right before I graduated. And again, don't get me wrong, this dog is like, he's awesome. I love him. Um, oh shit. But it is like they expect me to take care of him a lot. Um, oh no. Which is, I don't know, it's fair because they're both working and I'm like, oh no. Still have not, well, I don't know. I'm still looking for a job, so God bless. It's fair. It's fair that they expect me to take care of him because, I don't know. They, otherwise he would be... Why is that just allowed to be here? Oh my god. You're supposed to be burning up. No! A parched. My armor, my curse of vanishing armor. This episode is a disaster. My axe! Good. Good. Good lord. Thank you, buddy. I keep forgetting to get a bed. The golems are doing a lot. I feel like in the world I usually play on, there's like 30 iron golems in the village, and they don't do anything. I keep forgetting what I'm saying. Oh yeah. The the dog. He's awesome. But I don't know, my dad was like, since you're not working, we expect you to help train him. Um and they did like, I don't know, they like, okay, a few things. The dog is like a golden retriever, which again, he's awesome. I love this dog, but the thing is, I would I don't love I don't know. I just feel like get a shelter dog if you're gonna get a dog, but not to like moralize at my own parents. It is their dog. Um, but just to say like this is not my pet. Like they made decisions that I would not make if it was my pet. Um, we're leveling up. And then they like they like hired a lady to train him, which fair. I'm glad they did because my parents are both working, so if they hadn't done that, it would have all been on me. Um, but my dad was like, uh, now that he's done with that, his like training, his initial training, my parents were like, we're relying on you to help keep it up and like make sure he doesn't regress on his training and make sure like he's still practicing and stuff, and like we want you to train him for like 15 minutes at least every day, which is not a lot to ask, and it is like again, small price to pay for free room and board, but I don't know, I'm just like I don't know. I'm afraid that if he becomes like worse, if he starts behaving worse, they're gonna blame me. Um, and I'm like, oh, this place looks pretty homey now. Um, I don't know if you could just hear my back crack really loudly, or my neck. Anyway, I don't know. I want to get out of here. I want to like, I just want an apartment so bad. And I say sometimes like I'm not that ambitious, but wanting to live on your own is kind of ambitious right now. At least I think so. As a 21-year-old. And then it's just so weird. I have to like, especially because of the dog, I need to like, I told myself I would stop saying the word like so much. I need to check with my parents if I'm going out and stuff. If I'm not gonna be home in time to feed him dinner or something, I have to check to make sure someone else is going to and that they know I'm not going to. Which isn't a big deal. Again, none of this is a big deal. I'm not angry or anything. I love my parents, but and I'm appreciative that I can live with them for free, but it's just such a weird time in life. I want to be independent, but it doesn't feel realistic to want that. And then I want to be like I want to live the way like you see people. I don't know. I just don't feel like a 20-year-old. I feel like I'm a teenager again. It's so strange. It's so strange, yet it's so normal at the same time. I know that's life. Um, it's like nothing is what it looks like in the movies, obviously. It's just so strange. I keep saying that. This is so this recording is so bad, but Maybe I'll look back on it and think, what an interesting time that was. Um, yeah. But the dog, the reason I'm saying like, between like hiring this lady to help train him and getting a adopting a golden retriever in the first place, so many decisions are different than decisions I would make if it was my pet. And then it's also, he I like hang out with him for the first half of the day. Um but then my parents get home in the evening and I feel like they like reap the benefits a little bit because by then he's tired out and he just like sits with them and he's so nice. He like bites me all day. Which I don't know. I don't mind that much. Or he doesn't even bite me. He just like likes to hold my hand in his mouth. Um Today I'm the only I don't think my parents like brush him, and when you have a long-haired dog, you have to brush the dog as much as you can basically, I think. Um but he hates being brushed, or I don't know, he thinks it's a game, and he will just like put my hand in his mouth, and he doesn't bite me, he just like holds it there, and it helps me control him while I'm brushing him. uh but my mom was like, you can't let him bite you like that. It's not a good for like training purposes, it's not good, which is fair. But I don't know, I'm like, you brush him, you like I don't know. The dog, I don't know, but I do love the dog, and I'm not like, I don't know, I just want to move out so that if I can get a pet where like it's actually my pet that I'm putting like time into caring for and stuff. Not that I oh, sorry. I don't know. That's kind of petty, I think, though. But it is like I'm helping to train him and care for him. But he's the companion of my parents. He's gonna grow old and be loyal to my parents. He like falls asleep in the lap of my mom every night. Um and it's like, no matter how much I care for him and I really love him, he's not my dog. Eventually, I'm not going to live with him anymore. Uh Maybe hopefully soon even I'm not going to live with him anymore. Um and it all is just to say like, this isn't my pet, but so much of the responsibility of it is on me because it's just like the price I pay for living here, which is again a small price, and there are other things I do too. Not like I'm just like dead weight, I don't think, but I don't know, I just want to move out so bad. But I don't even have like stable work right now. I hate it. I don't hate it that much. I mean, I do. I don't want to be like, it's awful though, because I am pretty lucky. Um, I don't know. Certain things are just like, it's also the fact that I have it's like an adjustment because I lived for 2 years in a college dorm, 2 years in technically, well, a year and a half in like what was technically a college dorm, but was an apartment style kind of thing where it was me and three other people, and we had a kitchen, um, a small like sitting room, and then there were four like very tiny bedrooms that were uh just one person to a room, but it was so nice. Like, I don't even care how much of a shithole it was. I don't care that there was mold on the ceiling and stuff. It was so it's just so nice to not have to report to someone every time you want to do something, and to actually feel like an adult. Like, I feel like I've regressed back to being a teenager, just by living here. Um, I don't know, and I'm not trying to complain because, again, this is life, but it feels kind of good to talk about. And I'm sure people, I don't know, I'm sure other people have experience like this. I know, me and my, like, old buddy are always talking about wanting to move out of our parents' house. We're the same age. And she's like, she wants to save up to get enough money for, like, a down payment on a house, because it's true that if you're renting, you're kind of just getting rid of money rapidly that you're never gonna get back. Which sucks. I don't know. If I can stay here long enough to get that kind of money to get a permanent house, that would be awesome. But I don't know. I'm not sure what things are gonna, like, continue to look like. And my parents might want to move too into a smaller place. And I don't know. Like I said, I would really like to move out when I can. It's just so weird. There also, I mentioned in the last recording the impending prize for writing. So I guess I'll let me explain that. Actually, let me see how long I've been recording. Oh, really long. Okay, I'm done for now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna keep going. The impending prize. It's unclear how much money it's worth, because basically it's like there was an endowment, and then the prize is whatever interest they earned on the endowment. But it's so much money. At least I'm pretty sure it is. And they advertise it as such. And I'm like, that would be a potential way to move out. If I can actually go for this, if I could actually get that kind of money from my writing, that would be such a big deal. But I don't know if it's realistic or not. And I don't know, it's so weird, because I think about that, I feel like I'm motivated, because I have all of these reasons that I need to take this award seriously. I need to write a lot and edit a lot and get people to read my work and improve it and create a really good portfolio that will impress the judges. And I know that if I did win the award, it would actually be a life-changing affair. But I don't believe in myself, I think. My parents keep asking me how much work I'm doing on my application, and I'm like, not enough. I don't know. And that's another reason I don't, it's just hard to be technically an adult and have someone peeping into your life 24/7. Not 24/7, but a lot of the time, asking, how's the job search? How's the application? How is what did you do today? When are you getting home? But I don't know. That's the reality. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah, this was a worse recording than I thought because I screwed up the treasure map. But we have a carrot farm. Awesome. Goodbye.